Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust, guaranteed you gon' feel it though. My intro for this real shit. When I walk the bridge and we built it. Two hoes got the boy on kill clip. My team good and we rollin'. It ain't really hard to see that I'm fresher. I'm a F5 with Brock Lesnar. We ain't got time to listen. Yo, lecture, let him put the title up and I get your bitch. Actually, we never made up.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we just sat through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Yes, the go-home show for Wrestlemania. And you know what? This was one of those shows that I'm going to be like thinking about in my head for a long time. Because we got a hell of a first half of this Raw. Absolutely hell of a first half. I started caring about WrestleMania. I started getting like really psyched up about WrestleMania. Like things were getting, I was like, man, this is going to be really awesome. And then something happens. And now, I'm not going to say that the second half of Raw was horrible or anything. It does feel like there was missing an epic match. And it seemed like they were trying to go with that six-man tag as the big epic match. And it fell flat. And it was mainly the crowd wanted nothing to do with it. The second that the show did not continue the momentum that the crowd was used to, they turned. They lost the crowd completely. I mean, and that was a big problem. Honestly, right around the Triple H segments. Right around the Triple H segments and the Roman Reigns stuff is kind of where everything started to go downhill. Ending the show with Triple H and Roman, I don't think was a good idea. I think it sends the wrong message that more than likely we are going to get Roman and Triple H ending the show. Hopefully, with any luck, outside of that dive that Roman did, he got completely booed. And even after the dive, they fucking went and chanted, "You still suck." I mean, sometimes there is nothing you can do to bring back an audience. There are times when that happens, when you have lost your audience in certain capacities, where they just turn it off, they tune out. Because here's the reality, man. Most of this show was really solid, and even parts of that six-man, which was essentially the main event tonight, was really, really good, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. There was so much that was working against it at that point. So I'm kind of hoping that there is going to be a little bit of a revelation by the WWE by seeing the bad reaction to Roman. Now, Brooklyn is a rowdy crowd. It's nothing compared to what Dallas is going to be. Dallas is going to be an unbelievably raucous crowd. So, you know, you can't end the show with that. I'm hoping that they're going to see that based off of tonight. Now, unfortunately, that lesson should have already been learned, and yet we did not see lessons learned tonight because of how the show kind of continued to dip and fall off the cliff as time went on. All that being said, this show miles ahead of last year's friggin' go-home show, which was an abortion. This show was fairly good, especially the first hour and a half was just balls to the wall. It was great. It was really, really good. And I was super excited about it, man. I was really excited about the direction, about where it was going. Everything was really making me just thrilled. So those are my opening thoughts, man. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here in Germany. I'm not feeling great, but I am here to hammer out everything that happened in Monday Night Raw. We're going to go through all of it. I'm going to segment by segment here in a moment. And we're going to take your calls, your questions, your concerns. Don't worry about waiting for the notes to be done with. Go ahead and call in whenever. It's going to be one of those nights. Call in, get your voice heard. I'm completely fine with it. I want to take calls. I want to hear the excitement or the lack of excitement for WrestleMania. All that being said, big shout out to everybody in the chat. Ed Rage Hardy, Steve Rogers, Captain America is in my fucking chat right now. Captain America is in my chat. Fake Ass Twad, Joe Martin, AJ Tucker, the legendary AJ Tucker, Ed Rage Hardy, my co-host on Touch 'Em All, the weekly baseball show that we do right here on Dead on Dave Productions, the Grand Slam 87. That's Jeff the Huff Huffman. Gun Cannon up in here. Matt Rundle, 101 Mr. Richmond, SF Boy, Patty Glenn, Ethan Pagano. I see a whole. I love what he said. Steph is such a MILF. I agree with that. Oh, Stephanie's so. Oof. Oh, she's so hot. Oh my God, I love Stephanie. Oh my God. But here's what I want from you guys as I'm going through the notes and all that good stuff. Here's what I want from you. Hit that like button, all right? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. And then also, if you feel like giving the copious fat man a donation tonight, go ahead and do so right in the description box below. You will see the donation, and you can go ahead and donate to the channel. And in honor of that, let's get drunk. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. My daughter's off school. So let's, I like holding these because it makes me feel like a giant. So let's, you know what? I'm just, the way I'm feeling, we need to get alcohol in here. Oh, those are horrible. We had some great moments. Let's talk about all of it. Here's the thing. The more you donate, the more I might drink, too. So, I'm just throwing that out there. You want to see me drunk and sloppy? Donate. Fuck it. That's right. That's right. I don't give a shit. Here we go. Show kicks off with, they did not fuck around, man. We got the 27-minute ring entrance by The Undertaker, which actually wasn't so bad. And the first thing he says was, he reminds us all, because we can't forget, Vince, I told you that your son's blood would be on your hands, Vince. And then he teased something really weird. But Vince's blood might be on my hands. Did anyone else notice that as this whole thing went on, Shane comes out and does his best mic work since he's come back. Really impressed with the Shane O'Mac. It was awesome. But did anyone notice that when, like, Undertaker got completely lost? Like, completely lost. Since the day that you were born, you were your daddy's bitch. What? It was so weird and so awkward and so out of nowhere, man. Zion Smith in the chat. That's right, Zion Smith. I got a Zion in my chat. Do you have a Zion in your fucking chat? I don't think so. What's up? Yeah. It just seemed like The Undertaker got completely lost, man. It was great. It was great. It was like, my Metamucil has worn off, but you were your daddy's bitch. Michelle, go get me my oxygen tank. I'm gonna need it. Uh-oh. 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 Shit. Wait. Wait. Yeah. Sneeze out the bad stuff. Suck in the good air. That one scared me. I was like deep inside. That was a demon trying to get out. It was the Lord of Darkness is what it was, you stupid fat man. Look, here's the reality, man. The segment wasn't bad. It was a good opening. Actually, fantastic opening. Shane with the leap of faith, which missed The Undertaker. If you watched carefully, he, like, clipped him. Just a little bit. It was enough to make it look good. Shane looked like he was nervous up there, but I'm telling you, man, it's going to be the balls to see what happens going forward. Fake ass twat. That wasn't a musical sneeze. What the fuck? I know it was not my typical sneeze of whimsy, but, hey, sometimes you do what you got to do. It just comes out that way. But I absolutely loved it. I did like the beginning. I thought it worked out really well. I wasn't sure if Taker called Shane a rich boy or a bitch boy. Either one works great. Listen to me, rich boy or bitch boy. Your blood will be on my hands. Don't forget this, Shane. Don't forget it. We can't fucking forget it. We cannot. The crowd, even during this segment, was kind of rowdy. I mean, they just started chanting Suplex City at the mere mention of Undertaker's legacy being shit on 2 years ago when he lost at WrestleMania to Brock Lesnar. After that, they didn't waste any time, man. They went to Chris Jericho and whoa, Zack Ryder. Y2J, baby! That's right, ask him! And Jericho's in full-blown heel mode, man. Jericho is completely lost it. He is heel crazy, man. I love it. Absolutely nuts what he's doing right now. Jay Davis in chat, Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah. Dave, what's up, brother? What's up, dude? I'm glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. Fantastic segment out of Jericho, man. Ryder did what Ryder's got to do. He's just got to keep on being Zack Ryder. People love Zack for being Zack. And it was good. It was very fun. AJ Styles comes out and he starts the Y2 jackass chants again, which I wish he would have done something else, but still, not too bad. Eventually, it causes Zack to pick up the victory with a roll-up. And, then Y2J really loses. It goes back to WCW days, starts slamming a chair into the ring post. It was great. And then he accepts AJ Styles' challenge for WrestleMania. It was good, man. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a very good way to get this feud to culmination. We know that they need to have this match at WrestleMania. They've had such a good feud up to this point. It deserves a proper send-off at WrestleMania and this first feud for AJ Styles. It really is a good way to go with it, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the matches, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do on the grandest stage of them all. With now 3 matches on the pre-show, the main matches are going to be getting a lot of time, so let's see what they're going to be able to do with it. Let's go ahead and take a call, interrupt here, and take a call. 828, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
This is Stacey here speaking.
Oh, God, you're going to be lame. You suck. Oh, God. All right, let's take another call. Matt J, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
That tag team match. Oh, my God. What was that?
It wasn't as bad as the crowd went off on it. It was kind of boring. It did pick up as it went on, but the crowd was brutal to it. I think the crowd was actually a little unfair to it, I got to be honest.
I do as well. I mean, I wouldn't think that they would be doing that with the match with Zayn and Owens in it, but, I mean, you do have a couple of other jobbers in there, so, I mean, I guess it's justified.
All right, first, I'm getting tired of the word jobber. Everybody uses it like it's so fucking significant. Miz is a multi-time world fucking champion. He's not a goddamn jobber, all right? It's ridiculous. These guys are, maybe mid-card to lower mid-card guys, but they're trying not to be portrayed as jobbers in this situation. That's the thing. So, and I think that overall the wrestling, while maybe not exciting throughout the match, certainly was passable. I didn't really understand the crazy reaction that the crowd was having. I mean, but sometimes it just is what it is. WWE kind of blew their load in the first hour and a half, and it seemed like the crowd didn't respond to it very well. I don't know. It was a little weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think the match was bad at all. I really liked the ending with Zayn and Owens and Zayn pinning Owens. I thought that was pretty good. But like you said, I mean, after the first hour, it kind of went downhill from there. And the ending as well was just very, very underwhelming with Roman and Triple H. And I don't think that match should be the main event.
No, it really shouldn't be the main event. The thing is, they did have the one spot with Roman diving over the top rope, which was nice. And then I kind of enjoyed the you still suck chance afterwards. But that kind of plays to the point where the crowd was just really not having it. They weren't going to allow certain things to just, to pass tonight. And that's going to be turned up to 11 at WrestleMania. If there's ever been... Look, here's the thing. The one thing that's going to... a saving grace for WrestleMania is the fact of where it's at. It's in Texas. It's more of a wrestling purist territory, for lack of a better word. And a lot of the people who are paying to go to WrestleMania, these are real wrestling fans. You're paying a lot of money. It's not a casual crowd at WrestleMania. Barclays Center, Brooklyn, it could be a little bit more of hardcore fans to where they're going to chant, they're going to go crazy. They may be bored, or maybe it was an overwhelming amount of hardcore fans that were simply not having any of it. So there's so many different things. I don't know. Apparently, earlier was Tommy and C2010 calling in. I didn't know who the fuck it was. It sounded like some asshole. All right, Tommy, you can call back in. I'll take your call, 828. I didn't know it was you. If I don't see your name, if I just see a number and I hear a guy go, blah, 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 I think I'm getting trolled. Fuck you. You know, so I'll take your call back. Hey, what can I say? Matt J, what else you got, man?
I mean, I'm not going to say that this was as bad as last week. It definitely wasn't.
No.
But as a go-home show, it really wasn't that good, honestly. I mean, the Eva Marie thing was really stupid. Am I the only one that thought Bayley was going to come out there for a second?
Yes, you were, because how could you possibly think Bayley was going to come out?
I don't know. Maybe she would have been the mystery partner for Team Bella, I guess. I don't know.
No, because it had to do with Divas. It had to be somebody who was on Total Divas, you know?
Oh, of course, yeah.
See, Jay Davis says, no, fuck that. The crowd was on point. Thank God for that Brooklyn crowd. They, like me, expected more. Here's the thing, man. They got an hour and a half of great shit, and the second that it started to turn in a little bit of favor against them, and this is the shit that I fucking can't stand, because this is that weird fucking fanaticism where, like, fans get this, they feel like this entitlement that if we don't get exactly what we want at all the fucking time, fuck you. And you know what? It puts me in a bad position because I have to defend WWE when I clearly don't want to in this case. I don't want to defend WWE here because that last hour and a half was not solid. It did go downhill. But do I fucking think the Brooklyn crowd was full of a bunch of assholes tonight in some capacity? Fucking A right I do. And I'm getting tired of this fucking entitlement to where they think that, hey, we're going to fucking just turn it the fuck around and do whatever we want to do. Fuck it, no matter what we saw before. The second it doesn't go our way, fuck them. Fuck them in the ear. No, goddamn, man. Fucking enjoy the show a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. And you know what? I read an article today that stopped and gave me pause about the biggest problem with wrestling fans today might be the case that people take it far too seriously. Which I know might be funny coming from a guy who does wrestling like 5 days out of the week and covers every live event. But the reality is, I don't take it that seriously. My life doesn't revolve around wrestling. That's why I don't fucking get very angry very often, if you notice that. It's this searing hatred and anger that people have over this product that drives me fucking nuts because it makes absolutely no sense. And here's the thing that really bugs me. Most of the fucking time, it's so unbalanced and blind to the good, and every little bad thing that there's perception that the WWE is doing one thing to this, no matter how many different pieces of evidence are showing to the contrary, they're just gonna fucking go crazy. It makes me insane. Just my fucking God. Because here's the reality. The first hour and a half of that show tonight was awesome. I fucking cared again for WrestleMania. Has this build been good? Fuck no, it hasn't. It hasn't been a good build. Was it worse than last year's? I think that's debatable. Last year's was abhorrently bad. And we got a fantastic WrestleMania event, which I'm fully expecting to get this year. So here's what I gotta say to the fucking searing hatred that I hear constantly from wrestling fans. Calm the fuck down and try to actually enjoy the show instead of caring about what you want and what the WWE owes you. Go fuck yourselves. All right? I'm getting tired of it. Matt J, anything else before I throw your ass over the top rope?
I'm going to give my rating. I'm going to give it maybe a 5.5. It was okay.
I'm somewhere around 5.5 to a 6. I'm right there. I'm right there, because, and it's mainly for that first hour and a half. I really am disappointed with some of the things that we saw with Triple H and Roman. They tried to give us some good moments that didn't work out. I think they tried to give that amazing big match with the 6-man, and it did not work out. It fell kind of flat. I'm wondering if the crowd would have been a little bit more patient with it and let it build to the crescendo that we got towards the end of it, that it would have came off a little bit better. So, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. JD says, I want a good show, Dave, especially right before WrestleMania. We don't deserve that. What are you talking about? You don't deserve a goddamn thing. And for the other part of it, this was a damn good show for the most part. There were some things that dragged, but I think it got heightened by a fucking very rowdy crowd that tried to hijack the show because we're so self-important fucking assholes that we can hijack shows. Fuck.
The CM Punk chant
I
really
love
pissed
Jay
me
Davis.
off.
I love Real Talk Metal from Messiah, but he is one of the most negative wrestling fans I know. Every week, week in, week out, negative. Doesn't matter what he sees. Negative, 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 negative. It's not all negative. Most of this show was pretty damn good. There was a good portion of this show that was damn good. Fucking New Day had one of their best segments they've had since they fucking been like the New Day. They were great tonight. We got Jonathan Coachman doing amazing things. That was a great moment that almost got stepped on by that same fucking crowd. So, I don't know. I'm tired of this. Look, you want to hate the fucking product? That's completely fine. But what's the point of continuing to watch it? There's got to be a point where you just walk the fuck away. Because, Jesus, you're going to give yourself an ulcer over this shit. It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. You're just going to fall on deaf ears. Because guess what? No matter how bad you think the product is, they're selling out the fucking Dallas Stadium, dude. 100,000 plus. They're going to make millions by people who actually enjoy what fucking happens. That decide, maybe not every little thing is going to appeal to me, but some of it might appeal to my wife. Some of it might appeal to my kid. Some of it might appeal to the cripple in the front row, or the fat guy in the nosebleeds, or the fucking woman who's transitioning to become a man, or the man who's trying to transition to become a woman. Matt J, I appreciate your call, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, man.
On that note, let's bring in 828, which from what I understand is Tommy NC 2010, who I hung up on and called stupid earlier because I didn't know it was him, and he called me and sounded like a troll. What's up, Tommy?
I was doing a fake voice, by the way. That was me joking around.
Well, you get your ass fucking thrown over the top rope for that shit here. 140, 50,000 subs but damned here, buddy. I didn't know it was you.
Wow, it's just like he throws me over the rope before he unmasks me.
I didn't know it was you. I just thought I was getting trolled, man.
You didn't hear me say, you didn't understand what I was saying?
No, I barely understand you most of the time anyway. But I
said, it's me, Lacey. That's what I said. It's me, Lacey's here.
No, I didn't understand.
That's what I said.
Hold on 1 second. Jay Davis, so when you do your show, do you care about the first hour, or do you want your whole show to be good? I'm not the fucking WWE. I'm trying to appeal to a very certain fucking direct group of audience members. WWE is trying to appeal to, that's apples and fucking oranges. Apples and oranges, and I'm not doing 3 hours. And believe me, if you watch my show long enough, you will see dead spots like a motherfucker. And so many people give me the benefit of the doubt in the past when I have my dead spots, when I have my bad moments, when I do Pokemon for 12 hours. Not all of that was gold, but I got so much positive feedback about those shows because people realize the sum is always usually greater than its parts sometimes. You know? Because
Dave has taken his bumps. Dave has gone to the center of the ring and has done toes with crazy sons of bitches, and he has come back and forth with the World Heavyweight Championship, and he never stops. He doesn't give a fuck who messes with him, and he just does what he has to do, because he's Stone Cold, Dave on Dave, and he does what he does because he has to do it, and he's going to stop a butthole and anybody that gets in his way.
Hold on, Tommy. Stop rambling. Hold on, Tommy. Matthew Contos, Dave, you're comparing a radio show to sports entertainment. No, I'm not. No, actually, somebody else was. I wasn't. I was making that point that it's not the same. Go ahead, Tommy. Continue ranting incoherently. I don't mind.
Because the fact is, when Dave Stone Cold Austin goes in the center ring, you better shut your damn mouth, fool. Because the fact is, when Dave... Oh, God.
Tommy, are you okay? Breathe. Tommy, breathe. Are you okay? Oh, you scared me there. You took some deep ones. You took some deep ones there. Are you all right?
I'm walking to Hans's house tonight right now.
Don't get mugged. Don't get mugged.
I live in the smallest town. That's not going to happen to me. I don't live in New York City.
Wait.
You know,
look, you're newly famous. You're newly famous, so someone might try to shank you. You got to be careful. Matthew Contes, I'm sorry. I read Dave, not Davis. I apologize, Matthew Contes. There you go. There's me apologizing. Whatever this fucking means in sign language. There you go. I'm afraid for your health. I'm afraid for your safety, Tommy. You're walking around, you're huffing and puffing, you're doing weird voices. You might get pulled over by the fucking cops. People think you're on meth. It's not good.
I'm on bath salts. I'll sound like Elmo on bath salts.
You sounded like something on something. I don't know what the hell that was, but hey, bath salts, that's not good. We don't need zombie Tommy, okay? We don't need fucking zombie Tommy.
I tell you what, Dave, if I would eat anybody, I'd probably eat you.
I did not understand a word of that, Tommy. Not a word of it. You're too excited. You're too excited. I didn't understand a word. Look, Tommy, I appreciate the call, buddy. You got anything else you want to say before I get you out of here?
Well, I have to say that I thought Raw was a little bit, I thought it was good, but I thought it was a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, I think there were some points that were obviously lackluster. I agree.
I'm a Reigns fan, so I love it when Reigns comes out and whoops Triple H's ass at times. I think it's awesome when he puts his foot up with Triple H's ass. And
I didn't think we needed to see a whole bunch of those segments tonight, though. I think we did get a little bit too much of that. I don't know. It might have sent the wrong message. But
I almost cracked myself because I saw Zach out on Raw, and I was like, whoa, they're actually giving Zach a chance and letting him wrestle tonight.
He got to win. But, yeah. Hey, Tommy, I appreciate the call, buddy.
He's going for the...
I'm going to get to some other callers. Tommy, I love you to death. You know that.
I just didn't finish my point, but okay. It's all
right,
finish
your... Well, I mean, if I let you finish your point, sometimes it'll go 7 minutes. Go ahead and finish your point.
Okay, I like the look that Zach's going with. He's going with the rugged, porn look, the regular man. He's not that woo-woo anymore. He's like, I'm going to kick your ass, and I'm just going to go woo-woo in your face.
Yes, that was worth letting you finish. I appreciate that. Tommy, make sure everybody goes check out Tommy NC 2010 over at Tommy NC 2010 on YouTube. He's the man. He's got, like 300 million subs now. He's awesome. Go check him out for your daily dose of positivity, and you'll find him here quite often, too. He's usually not so hyped up, man. Someone gave you sugar tonight. What the fuck?
I'm coming to your house.
Stop at 3 donuts next time, Tommy. Thanks for the call, buddy.
See you, buddy.
Tommy NC 2010, everyone. Joining me now is from XLT Live Podcast, my good buddy. Too Tall, what's going on, my friend?
What up, son?
I'm yelling at people tonight.
Why?
I don't know, a whole bunch of reasons.
Is it bad?
No, it's not bad.
Oh.
People irritating.
Oh, okay.
More because I kind of ranted on the crowd and the whole this everything isn't the way I want it, so I'm going to boo and I'm going to chant for other people. Not everything's the way I want it. I'm just ranting on millennials basically because I'm old man Dave.
Old man Dave, just fuck it,
Fuck it, man. What'd you think of Raw tonight, Tony? Stay on the line for a second. I'll get to you in a moment.
Don't worry about it.
The first 20 minutes of Raw made me lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, I was really amped up for it, man. I like the first hour and a half.
The low point was the Big Show, Outcast, and all that shit. That was definitely the low point.
But it was so small.
Tonight.
It was so short.
That's what I'm saying. And then the next low point was also the big end low point was the ending. The same thing. Taker Brock Lesnar ending.
The exact same ending.
It was just garbage. And you got to see Roman Reigns 3 times, Triple H 3 times, and you would think that something it was leading up to something bigger than just that.
Yes.
But it wasn't. Overall, I didn't hate Raw.
Yeah.
As much as people wanted me to hate Raw.
Right?
Eva Marie was on my screen and wanted to punch my fucking monitor. But other than that, I lived.
Yeah,
I lived through it.
It was funny, man. It was interesting. There was a lot that I liked about tonight's Raw, especially early. It did drag towards the latter half of it, but I felt like the crowd kind of took it to a place where the perception's going to be that it was awful because the way the crowd reacted towards the end of the show, and I don't think it was anywhere near as bad as the reaction was getting. But at the same time, who the fuck am I? I wasn't there. You know, I mean, I didn't pay a ticket. I just watched it on fucking TV. So I don't know. It's weird. Hang with me for a moment. Tony Brasso, what'd you think of Raw tonight?
Man, all I can say is, why are they really trying to get Roman over so bad with him doing a splash over the top rope?
Yes, they
he's gotta do the Undertaker splash, bro.
He's got
to. Yeah, that's the next move. They're just gonna give Roman Reigns all these moves from other. Next, he's gonna do a Stone Cold Stunner, and somebody's gonna kill somebody.
You know what? They should just give him the rock bottom. Fuck it.
I know, just fuck it. That's the Rock's big move at WrestleMania. He passes the rock bottom over to Roman Reigns.
There you go. Oh, we just got the ending. Move. Spoilers.
Hey, Roman, give him the rock bottom.
Roman, what you're going to do is I want you to take your arm and put it like this and rock bottom his candy ass.
And he's still going to botch it.
He's going to botch it.
He's still going to botch it somehow.
He's going to botch it. Oh, my God. We just got the ending. Look, I did not feel like we needed all. I thought after the second segment in the back when the Dudley boys, got Roman to get his ass kicked like that, I thought that was a good spot to end the night for Roman and Triple H.
Yeah, I agree.
Fine.
I got to agree with that 100%, man.
This hype to WrestleMania is just so dead.
Jay Davis thinks I'm directing all of my tirade at him because he thinks he says who's a millennial. No, it's not all directed at you, real talk. Only a portion was directed at you, man. But I'm over that shit. I know who you are, man. You're just a negative guy with wrestling.
Jay Davis,
I do respect your opinions. Most
real
of that
talk,
was
I'm here
not
for
even
you.
directed anywhere close to you. It was all this millennial bullshit. You see, I want it my way. Fucking assholes.
Jay Davis, I'm here for you. Just letting you know.
You took him long ago. You took him from me long ago.
I'll say this about you guys. You guys know how to fucking stay positive and, do all this shit. I don't know how you guys fucking do it.
Well, it's not all positivity. Sometimes you run on fucking anger and you just you have a platform where you can just go crazy with it and talk. But my thing from the very beginning, if I was going to do this, I was not going to be the screaming, ranting guy. I was never going to be that guy. I was going to be the guy who tried to look at wrestling a way that nobody else does. And that's from every single side conceivable. And that pisses off a lot of people because, how could you possibly look at it from the business side? Don't you know corporations are evil? No, I don't. Fuck me. No, I don't. Well, don't you know that the fans are always right? No, I certainly don't know that. That's fucking retarded. No, I look at it from many different standpoints, and I certainly look at it from the hardcore wrestling fan. Well, I want my fucking Attitude Era back. I want that back. Can't we have blood and brawl and panties? No.
I like how the Attitude Era is just blood to people. There was nothing else except blood and tits.
Blood and tits.
That's really what it wasn't even that. It just people. I get it all the time. Oh, where's the phone? There's blood. The Attitude Era's back. All right, man. I think you've had too many drinks tonight. Sit down.
Oh, did you hear Triple H say balls? That must be the Attitude Era coming back.
Oh,
yeah. Did you hear Paul Heyman say weapons? It must be the Attitude Era coming back. There's so many different types of fans that piss me off.
Is it me or is it just this is WrestleMania 32?
Yes,
fucking WWE has been hyping this up fucking even before they announced WrestleMania 30 fucking 2.
Well, yeah.
Dude, we're already hyping WrestleMania 33, bro. There's already a hype for 33. They started talking about 33 3 weeks ago, and we're not even at 32. That's what pissed me off. I hate that bullshit.
It's a little annoying, but I get it. I mean, it's an event that transcends bad booking. That's how good WrestleMania is. WrestleMania can overcome terrible build.
Last year was really good. At least personally.
Last year's build was one of the worst builds. I think it was worse than this.
No, not the build.
No. Wait. Let me finish. I was about to agree with you. Last year's build I felt was worse than this year's build by far, but I loved last year's WrestleMania. Loved it. And I fully intend to think, I fully feel like I'm going to be liking this year's. I don't know. We'll see. Tony, what's your rating for tonight, buddy?
Man, this is supposed to be a good build for WrestleMania, man. Fuck. 5.5 or a 6. I'm sorry. There's just nothing.
I'm right there with you. I can't go.
I was gonna say there's nothing I could just nitpick from this go home. It's supposed to be it's not just any go home show for pay-per-view. It's fucking WrestleMania, man, and it's supposed to be good.
And
this is just like any other Raw, but just
they just would have maintained where they started at the beginning of tonight's show.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. Have a good night.
No problem, buddy. Take it easy.
Hey.
That's the thing about tonight, man. I love the first half of this show. Fucking loved it. I liked Charlotte and Becky. I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought the mannerisms everyone was using in that match I really enjoyed. The crowd seemed to be into it. There was just so much. I love Triple H's fucking promo. Jesus. Especially the second half of that promo.
It was boring. People were saying like it was boring. I was like, I like it.
He was getting boring chants during that promo. And I didn't get that. I was like,
because you know what it was? Raw Brooklyn wants to be the UK crowd next Monday.
Yes.
It was like they were throwing a challenge out, especially at the end of Raw. It was like something like, they thought, let's throw a challenge out and be better than them, because every year they get the praise of the best fans, and they will be. They'll fucking blow it up.
Yeah. No, they
Monday.
will.
The UK crowd, it's going to be like 80% UK people Monday, and it's going to be fucking amazing. They always kill it.
They do. That night after, absolutely, they kill it.
Yep.
They kill it.
And I think that's what I think they were just throwing a challenge out there. I really do.
But that's so disingenuous, and I think it's harmful to the product. Sometimes WWE.
Hey man, we're in Brooklyn. We don't give a fuck about being anything.
Right. Let's take another caller.
Hey, Brooklyn, hey.
We're from Brooklyn. You don't like it? How about this? Huh? How about this right here? Huh? How about this? 347. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tutal. What you got?
What's up, Dave and Tutal? I just want to say that when Dean Ambrose came out, not giving a fuck and just taking the weapons was the best part of the walk. Love just comes out not giving two fucks, throws weapons in there, just fucking walks out.
I love that he took the fucking steps. I love that he took the steps. That was great. I loved Heyman's promo. I didn't like his last promo last week. I loved this promo. I thought it was really good. Thought he did a good job of selling everything. I love that he shit on the PC stuff. Love that. That was great. I like what he did. And but am I the only one who's getting a little tired of Brock standing there while Heyman talks? That is his every single appearance.
Gotta get the money.
But does he not have the best job? He's got the best job
in the whole goddamn world. Just sitting there getting paid. Works once a month, maybe.
And when he does show up, it's 5 minutes of standing there while another guy talks.
That's the best.
It's pretty good.
I feel like Paul Heyman should have the same paycheck as Brock Lesnar at this point.
Right? My God. I'm sure he gets paid pretty damn well. If I had to guess. What else you got, Joe?
I don't know, some people were shitting on that 6-man tag team match. There were spots in that match I really enjoyed.
The crowd shit on that match. The crowd absolutely shit on it. And I think mostly unfairly. It was 23 minutes. It's a long stretch of show towards the end of a night. I get that part of it. And the first 10 of it was kind of slow. But I thought the match was really solid. And it had enough big names with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens doing his great heel work, fucking with people. I thought it was really good. Was the match? I think the WWE intended that match to be the big centerpiece match of the night, and I think it fell short of that. But it certainly didn't get the treatment that the crowd gave it. Am I wrong on that?
The ending was fucking beautiful, though.
Yeah. Do you think the crowd was a little unfair?
Speaking of heel work,
no, too tall.
The crowd was fucking dicks.
Yeah.
They were dicks. It's like they felt like, oh, we didn't chant enough bullshit, so let's do CM Punk, let's do all this other fucking shit. Especially the fact that they were like, doing an All A chant in the beginning of the entrance or whatever, and I'm like, Like, I don't know. I really think the crowd wants to be in the fucking ring. That crowd. That's exactly what they wanted to be, in the ring. Like they were the centerpiece of everything, and it just didn't work out for them. I think they got. I didn't like it. I mean, yeah, they were on fire. Like in the beginning was great and it was awesome. They were really into it, but then they got fucking dicks where they wanted to take over the show and be like,
it's like the
they're the
second they
stars.
stopped getting every little thing they wanted, they just turned.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what happened in my chat tonight. That's exactly what happened in my fucking chat.
That's why I went on my rant earlier. That's what it was fucking based on, because that drives me nuts. That's entitlement.
You can't have 3 hours of just fucking ecstasy, okay? Yeah. There's just no fucking way. And if you think there's going to be 7 hours of ecstasy, then you're on your. You better fucking go find a crack dealer or some cocaine and fucking shoot up before you start watching WrestleMania, because you are not going to get 7 hours of amazing shit. You will not.
Even fucking Viagra says if this boner lasts for more than 4 hours, seek a fucking doctor. You know, things aren't supposed to last that long. What else you got, Joe?
Oh my god! You know what? I like. Sorry, it was just too funny what you guys just said. I just got
now you've lost that. Now what's your rating?
It was 7. I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10.
You gotta stay. You gotta stay on point here, buddy. I appreciate the call.
All right, bye.
I love his goodbyes. He's like, all right, bye. Fuck. I'm awful. Want to bring in Patty Glynn for a second? That's always fun.
I don't know.
Patty
what did you do
Glynn.
to Jay Davis, bro? God.
What happened?
What did you do to Real Talk, man?
I don't know. I pissed him off.
Why you making him angry, man?
I don't know. Well, no, I didn't make him angry. He made me angry at first. I didn't do nothing. He doesn't like that he doesn't like that I'm not fully fucking negative. And I get what he's saying. 5 or 6 for a fucking go home show is probably not what you want to see out of a go home show. I get that. I totally get that. But that's not what I'm saying, because I'm agreeing that the show had flaws tonight, and it is a 5 or 6. But I don't think that's like, fuck WWE because they didn't give me what I wanted. No, because here's the thing. They sold 100,000 tickets. So who's really wrong here? Who's really wrong here?
We're the idiots.
We're fucking stupid. That's what it is. Must be. Patty Glynn, you're live with that on David Tutal. What you got?
Totally agree with you, Dave, on that point, because even if the people who are chanting with the Attitude Era and all that shit, there was some bad shit in the Attitude Era too. Remember
more than people want to acknowledge. Yes.
The whole shit with Kai and Ty and Val Venus, that was horrible.
Choppy, your pee-pee? You didn't like that?
I thought that was funny, but
I love choppy, your pee-pee. That was great.
You know, they're sitting there talking about blood and all that stuff, saying, "Oh, the Attitude's back." There was blood before the Attitude Era. Watch the Sergeant Slaughter, Pat Patterson.
Actually, in the 70s, there was more blood than like anything. There was a lot of, especially in territorial wrestling, there was a lot of blood. Lot of blood.
And that was back during the time that if the heels got so much heat, they could get stabbed.
It has happened. It has happened. All right, what you got for me, Patty?
I thought the show was all right from what I saw. You know, I was flipping back and forth between that and the Flyers game. I thought the beginning was good with Shane and Taker.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, I really do feel, and tell me if I'm wrong here, if they would have just continued just on the same path, not even continuing to go higher and higher, because I think they really put themselves on a high crescendo earlier. Maybe they busted a nut too early. But if they just would have just kept on the same path and not kind of tanked everything with little segments here and there like the Big Show shit, the Eva Marie thing, which made absolutely no sense, which, believe me, I'm about to hate fuck in a second.
Yeah, right. You love it,
Totally Dave. About to hate fuck.
Bow down to Eva Marie, because, ladies and gentlemen, Eva's on the main roster. She's back. She's ready. And Dead on Dave is ready to lick that asshole of Eva Marie.
That's two different stories. Completely.
No. I'm not talking in bed. I'm talking you're about to lick this gimmick asshole right here.
Negative.
Like
live on the Dead on Dave show.
Patty, what you got? Because I'm gonna have to address this. So, what's your rating?
It was 6 out of 10.
Patty, I appreciate it, buddy. You take it easy.
Not a problem.
I have to address this.
How much you love Eva Marie? I think we've already addressed it, but if you want to continue, go ahead, man.
No. That was, look, I think it made sense. Like, okay, it's the Divas thing, so she was the only one left. You know, like, okay, bring her in. But why bring her in on the face side? Why have her point at Lana like there was something there that we were all supposed to know?
Yeah.
Now, I have to admit, my dick exploded when Lana and Eva Marie came together. My dick exploded. I mean,
all right.
That was a great moment. But, oh, my God. It made no sense. But here's the thing. I do kind of like what happened after where all the divas were like, fuck this bitch.
But then they let her raise the hand. Like, I was just like,
they should have.
She's not a face.
They should have just continued to shade her.
Yeah. Or they could have just brought out Dana Brooke, your second favorite. You know.
Oh God. Well, I think she still has a broken boobie or something. I don't know. She still ain't wrestling. I have no idea. I loved Emma though. I did enjoy seeing Emma with her new gimmick, her new evil Emma persona.
Yeah. Man. Evil Emma's the shit.
I hope she doesn't steal anything again. Jesus. No kleptomania.
Yeah.
Gotta be good. Gotta behave. But to what I was saying earlier, if those little things wouldn't have happened, I really don't think that the show would have went in the downward spiral, Edge reference, that it went on. It was one of those weird things. I thought we got some great stuff out of the New Day tonight. I loved that. I feel like that probably should have been later on in the show. It was more about how they balanced the show. I felt like it was unbalanced. Had some of the things that didn't work or didn't land as hard were earlier, kind of breaking up the awesomeness that we got in the first hour and a half. I think this show could have been a 7 or an 8. But when you have an hour where it's just kind of blah, you notice that. And especially when you end on a note that nobody really gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
You notice that. And that's a problem. That is a problem. There's no getting around that. But overall, the show did not appall me. Fucking New Day proving they could be over as faces. God damn, were they fucking over tonight. They were the most over thing on Raw. Most over thing on Raw were the New Day.
What do you mean? Roman Reigns is the most over thing on Raw.
Wait, you just said his name? I think I just heard a boo somewhere.
Roman Reigns is gonna be champion. Roman Reigns is gonna touch Dave's butthole.
Oh no! Well, that's one way to convert me, I guess.
I mean, if Pittsburgh boy loves it, you must.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Pittsburgh boy, he has a special bond. You know, he had his virginity taken by Roman Reigns. You know, whenever something like that happens, that's something you don't forget.
Can't deny that.
You can't deny that. You know, and how people feel deep down inside. You know, it's special. It's okay. I want to lay you down in a bed of roses. I'm sorry. Here's another awful. Kalisto and Connor, what the fuck? It wasn't awful, but it was just weird. Like, okay, he could beat a big man. That sucks. Why don't they do his yaw thing?
What?
The Connor's yaw thing that he did in the corner in NXT. They don't do that.
Because they're no longer the extension. They're the fucking shit extension.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Let's bring another caller. Longtime good friend of the channel, AJ Tucker. You're live dead on Dave and Tutel. What you got? Nope, I guess he's not here. Fuck you. God damn it. No, I didn't mean fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm emotional.
Roman Reigns and Dead on Dave. Fuck hard. Roman Reigns.
I want to lose it to that song. I want to. My hymen's going to grow back.
You know what's going to happen? If you become a Roman Reigns fan, Pittsburgh boy is going to be so jealous that Roman Reigns is touching your butthole.
Yeah.
He'll be so jealous.
Yeah, he would be. And, you know, the good thing is, like, if I gave a piece of paper a butterfly kiss, he'd buy it. He'd be like,
yeah.
I want that.
Where was Bray Wyatt tonight, though? Fucking holding an ice pack on his lower back.
Yeah, that's right. He was in a hydro spa therapy.
Yeah.
Hydrospot therapy.
He was one of those chambers that help you heal faster.
Exactly. The hyperbaric time chamber and Dragon
That's
Ball Z stuff. Fuck this.
I like how tomorrow night Rowan's going to wrestle. That's going to be the next guy who gets injured. I also like that Luke Harper's on that graphic tomorrow night. I don't know why.
Is he?
He's on the graphic for SmackDown tomorrow night with Rowan. He's in the background with Strowman and Bray.
Well, yeah, the whole family was on there for that Dean Ambrose match.
No.
Dean and Rowan are fighting because I guess Dean needed another warm-up. I don't know. AJ Tucker, let's try this again. You're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got? God damn it, AJ Tucker.
Shit is not happening.
Nope. Strike fucking two. Strike fucking two. Good Lord. Trying. Too Tall, you can't say I'm not trying here.
I guess.
I'm giving it all I can. Good night. I'm giving it all I can. All right, so let me ask you, strongest segment of the night?
The beginning.
Worst segment of the night?
Worst segment of the night? The fuck do I hate? It's between a total Divas shit and then the ending.
Yeah, it's not that it was bad. It's just it's been done so many times.
It's pretty bad when I don't even rate Big Show in the same like.
Oh, I'm just ignoring Big Show and Kane. Just ignoring it completely.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when I'm like I guess yeah, but definitely the total Divas garbage. I hate that they turned Lana Brie Bella into nothing. That pisses me off.
Oh yeah, it kind of went completely.
Fuck it, like if Lana's not ready or something, like it went really weird.
She delivered a nice kick though, man.
Yeah.
That was a sick kick, dude. Oh, that was a sick kick. That was I gotta give that kick a little bit of credit. That was a nice little kick. I think that something that needs to happen after WrestleMania is the breaking up of large groups of people. The 10 divas that they're throwing into a match. Let's break that shit up and break it down into smaller feuds if you want to have extra feuds in the Divas division. Let's get these 7 people away from each other in the Intercontinental thing. Let's build some feuds outside of just for the Intercontinental Championship. Let's have some people actually battling to get back to a number 1 contendership. Things like that. I think those are the things that you're going to need to do to kind of get back on track after WrestleMania. Because there's going to be a lull. There always is. And I'm worried about that lull. And I'm hoping with some really good wrestling by some of the wrestlers that like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler's going to have to do something, even if he's not going to be up at the main spot. Like I'm kind of hoping that might be the case, but I don't know. It's very interesting.
Yeah, very
like
poop.
Dog ass.
Dog ass.
I feel like complete dog ass. Started feeling bad right before the wrestling warm up. Just everything started to flood back. The pain that kind of went away over the last few days and started to flood back in. So I'm just
Jesus.
I'm just chugging along right now. I let my rage go crazy so I can kind of carry me through the show. But now I'm less angry, so I'm starting to come down a little bit.
I feel you.
Yeah.
What else you got to talk about?
I'm running out. That's the thing. I was kind of hoping that would open up a subject. Let's see if there's any more news that broke from the old dirt sheets. Anything else happen? Yeah. Oh, what do you think of the third pre-show match now? There's going to be 3 pre-show matches, so that only leaves 7 on the main card. Are we going to get 40 minutes of The Rock talking?
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
The Rock's going to tell you next year at WrestleMania 33, I'm going to... And everybody's gonna be like, why are you here doing this right now?
The Rock says this. The Rock is coming to WrestleMania, number 33. And you never know what The Rock's going to do. He'll be with Ronda Rousey because she'll be a winner again. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's take another call. 239, you're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got? 239.
Cool. What's going on?
What you got for me, man?
Yeah, just not a good go away show tonight. Just really didn't enjoy it.
You did enjoy it, or you did not enjoy it?
Nah, it was repetitive, and in my eyes, there's basically only one match that really feels like a Mania match, and that's got to be the Taker match.
Yeah, I think that's what probably should be ending the show. I like the Divas.
It's the only thing that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a decent one. There's nothing special there, you know. If you were booking, what would you book? How would you have booked this Mania, Dave?
Well, with a lot of the injuries and stuff, it's kind of hard to even go down that. That's another show all of its own. I'm hearing a lot of buzz in the background, man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to drop it. I'm hearing a lot of buzz.
What kind of buzz?
I don't know. I'm hearing my voice. It sounds like you have a speaker or something that I can hear myself. It's not good.
Ah, shit, my phone sucks.
That's all right though. Hey, what's your rating for tonight, buddy?
My rating tonight is probably like a 6 out of a 9. Just really didn't enjoy it.
6 out of 9? Okay.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
You know, change it. Fuck it. I like that. All right, man. You have yourself a good night.
All right, you too, fat ass.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. He held himself, though. That was good. A 6 out of 9. There you go. AJ Tucker, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
I thought this Raw was fairly solid. It was good for what it was. It wasn't. There were some good spots like Taker Shane, of course. A great way to start off the show. I thought so. And there were some dark spots like Kalisto and Ryback. I didn't really pay attention to that, but I do want to say, at least like from what I've seen in recent years, that's got to be one of the worst WrestleMania storylines. It's not like. Because it's almost sad when you think about it, too. Like, John Cena last year, he did so much for that U.S. title.
Yeah, it is unfortunate how far the U.S. title's fallen again.
And now it's that title, like, no one really cares about it. And, so yeah, that's kind of sad.
They had something at first, it seemed like, with Kalisto. Like, there was something there, and then just, like, let's put him there with the guys who can't work. He has no chemistry with Alberto Del Rio. Let's do 5 matches with that. Now let's put him in there with a guy who can't work with fucking anybody. Let's put him in there with Ryback, because that makes all the sense in the world. Let's not put him in there with Neville before he broke his leg off. Let's not put him in there with him. That would make too much sense. How about Tyler Breeze? Oh no, they'd work too well together. How about a fucking match with him and Sin Cara where they turn on each other and Lucha Dragons no more? Oh no, that wouldn't work. What the fuck?
They had good matches on NXT, too, so that's kind of unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I very much agreed.
It doesn't help that the storyline is just, to me, it's very lazy. Like,
it sucks. What else can we possibly say about Ryback and Kalisto? It sucks. It almost bears not even talking about it. It sucks. It's a terrible storyline. I'm hoping maybe there might be something out of this match that is redeemable. But more than likely, 5 minutes to 7 minutes. If it gets any more than that, it's a failure.
Yeah, but other than that, I thought it was a good show. Nothing really. I mean, it's a go home show for the biggest show of the year.
And I think that's where the big criticism comes. I think that's where people like Real Talk and other people who are just they're pissed off because of what that is. It's like it should be more than that, but it's like how much is too much? That's one question, and I don't even think that's a really valid question because it's like, well, what are you saying? Too much good stuff is too much? Well, yeah, in some cases it actually is, but had they brought out The Rock tonight, had they brought out Austin, would that have taken away from some of the things they would have done at WrestleMania? I don't know. It might have, but probably not. It's weird. Wrestling's weird, man.
Hey, if people want to see blood, then Taker bled a little bit on his eyes. So that was if they wanted blood, then they got it tonight.
Bleeding from the eyes is usually not somewhere I want to see someone bleed from.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean
better than the anus, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Pittsburgh boy.
Ooh.
Then that's just a Saturday night. AJ, what's your rating? I'm going to get out of here. I'm tired.
6.9.
You kids. All right, I appreciate that.
6.9 out of 10.
A 6.
What's wrong with a 6?
At least it's not a 6 out of 9, so that's good.
Yeah.
Take it easy, AJ. I appreciate the call, buddy.
You too. See you, Tuto.
Peace.
See, he said goodbye to you. That was nice.
It was nice of him.
It was very nice of him. People love you.
Yeah.
How did your reaction show go tonight, by the way? I saw you had a fuck ton of likes.
It was fun. It was fun.
Highly descriptive.
What do you want me to do? Give you a fucking breakdown of analytics?
I don't know. I'm trying to gild this lily here, I guess. I don't know.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying to gild the lily here.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
You know, like when you're trying to get more out of something than there actually is there. You know, gilding the lily. It's like it's a little lily pad, a little leaf, but you paint it with gold to make it something that it's not. You know, you're trying to gild it. And
I got attacked again tonight. That was fun.
What happened?
My internet got fucking touched tonight again.
Oh, did it?
That was my fault. I forgot to put the thing up. But after I put the thing up and then changed something real quick. But you know what the best part about that attack is? It actually helped me.
Did it really?
Because it was right before Raw was about to end, and like I got a little bit of a hit. And so I just did what I usually do. I traced the motherfucker or whatever, and then I put my thing on because I forgot to turn it on. And then all of a sudden, like that minute, this shit just, Raw was literally about to end. It was like 11 or whatever. And all of a sudden, like 40 people just pop in. I was like, appreciate it, motherfucker. Right? So it was worth it, I guess. It was worth it. I don't know.
Well, go ahead and tell all the kids what you're going to be doing the rest of the week. Map out the plan for XLT Live Podcast so they all know what's going down.
The only thing I don't know where I'm going to throw in is the prediction show for NXT. Yeah. I have no idea. The only place that would make sense is right before NXT.
I'm going to try to do it like 3 or 4 hours before. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Fuck. See, mine would have to be like at 6.
Yeah.
At 6 because it's just 2 hours before. And then I would have to go into the live reaction and then like a 20-30 minute review afterwards. That's like 5 hours of content.
That's too much. Be a rough one.
It's too much.
Maybe you know what? If you want to go earlier that night, I'll do an hour before.
No, I think I might just skip SmackDown live reaction. Maybe.
Yeah.
And do it. I don't know. It's weird.
It's hard,
or I might not do it at all. It's
we
weird.
We can coordinate because I think I can do the prediction show like I would a wrestling warm up, and I don't mind if I take a little bit of hit on that. So.
I don't know. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
We'll figure it out.
But other than that, Sunday or Saturday night, like 10 or 11, I'm trying to probably aim for 11 o'clock because I want to get after the Hall of Fame people kind of start searching YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
11 o'clock predictions for WrestleMania. WrestleMania live Sunday afternoon when the pre-show starts. We're gonna watch the 3 garbage matches, and then I'm gonna do a live kickoff reaction, and then right after that, after WrestleMania ends, we want to do a podcast about it, like a review podcast. And then NXT TakeOver Dallas, I'm going to try to do a live reaction and a podcast because I think the network's going to shit on me. So that's why I'm doing a podcast afterwards. So
yeah, I am worried about the network. Even in Germany, where it has not really been that bad for me as far as, cutouts. I am worried.
Yeah. Somebody said NXT TakeOver Dallas doesn't start until 10. Why would it not start until 10?
What's not starting until 10?
TakeOver Dallas?
Really?
Let me check the schedule.
I don't think that's true.
I highly doubt that, actually.
I highly doubt that as well.
Jump to date, which is Friday, April 1st, 4 a.m. Come on, motherfucker. 10, 11, 12, 1. Fuck, come on, dude. I hate that I can't scroll down how I want to.
Dallas.
Wait.
Start time.
9:30 is the pre-show. 10 is TakeOver. Wow.
No shit.
Well, that gives me time.
That changes things. That's 4. So it starts at 4 in the morning, my time?
Dude, that's going to fucking kill you.
No, actually, that's great.
You can sleep.
I could sleep. That means I could do my fucking review like at 9 or 8 that night, the night before, and go to bed and get almost like a full fucking sleep. Thank you, WWE.
9:30, so it starts at 10. So I'm definitely doing a live reaction for that. I don't want to do a podcast after that. Maybe. It's fucking weird. I'll be like 1, 2 in the morning almost.
Well, this is weird. This is the latest thing that I saw. Oh, wait. This isn't latest. This is weird. They've changed it because this was saying that it wasn't going to be live. So that's old.
Yeah.
That's definitely old. I don't know. We'll figure it all out, man. All the times and everything we'll get.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It doesn't say live on the network. Maybe they're gonna record it from like 7 do the 2 hours and then air it after.
That's weird.
That is very weird. Why would you not?
I don't know. That's a weird. God, now I'm starting to worry.
Nah, I don't like this at all, dude. Why not have a live takeover? Doesn't make any sense.
They're gonna tank it. They're gonna tank the event, dude.
It just says NXT Takeover. It doesn't say live or anything. Oh, it is. It's gonna be recorded at fucking like from. It'll be like 6 to like to fucking 10 or whatever.
Scary.
Or no, 6 to 9 or 9:30. Then they're gonna air the fucking Takeover pre-show 9:30 and 10 o'clock is the oh my god. No bueno, sir. I'm not happy with this at all right now.
That's booty, man.
What a bad move. What the fuck are you doing, WWE?
What is going on here? I know where it is. It's at the K. Bailey Hutchinson. God, this is a long name. K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Jesus.
Yeah, it's the longest.
Is all that necessary? K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. And the worst is, it's not even. You can't even put those letters together to make something sound cool. Kebish. No, doesn't work. Doesn't fucking work. But yeah, point is, we're gonna get it all sorted out. We're gonna have all kinds of shows throughout the week. Not as action packed as I thought it was. I'd like to do like a round table discussion, kind of about WrestleMania, but it almost feels like why? You know what I mean?
It'll be too much. I think it'll be after like. Well, Wednesday is like the start of it. You have a 1 day rest tomorrow, and then Wednesday is the start of everything. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's the lineup, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's fucking crazy. It's a lot of shit.
It's going to be a play it by ear. We'll figure everything out, and a whole bunch of stuff will be going on between the two of our channels throughout the week. You never know what's going to happen with us. I'm sure we're going to have a good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. There's a really good article out there by Bleacher Report, which those are not words that come out of my mouth very often. If you can find it, I highly do recommend reading it because at first I hated it. Like I was reading it, I was like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But it really is just all about how the joy of wrestling has died because people take this shit way too fucking seriously. Now, because it is an industry, because it makes so much money, and because it is so much more complex than just liking it or not liking it, I can understand why I'm getting emotionally invested in it. Hell, I'm emotionally invested in it. I've been watching wrestling 30 years. I do podcasts on it and all that stuff. But at the same time, when you allow it to affect you to where you don't function properly, that's a problem. And that's not just with wrestling. That's with anything. Nothing, including women, should affect you on that level. You're fucked up if anything affects you where you can't function. It's not good. It's not good. SF Boy says, Dave, when's your baseball show? Fridays at, I don't know, when do we do it usually? 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Should do it this week. We should be fine for that. I don't think WrestleMania, the weekend, is going to shit on that at all, and it's the last one before the season starts, so Jeff and I will probably be very much doing that as well. One more thing I get to do. Yay, I'm very excited. So that's about it. Tutal, you got anything else?
No.
I appreciate you hanging out with me as always, my friend. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Hope you guys had a good time hanging out. Hope it was a good night for you peoples up in the chat. Been an active chat tonight as always. And make sure you keep the conversation going on Twitter at ThatOnDaveV. You can also keep the conversation going in the description or the chat box when this all closes. I mean, fucking actually put comments in the real video. Oh my God, what a fucking novel idea. So you can do that as well. And so many other things. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, folks. Hit that like button on the way out because I'm jealous of Tutal's likes. He gets a lot of them, and I want some of them likes. Give me some of your likes. You
broke 100 in the first hour tonight.
I want some of them likes, Tutal.
I'm not gonna lie.
Give me some of them likes.
All right.
There you go. Oh, and remember, everybody. Remember, the blood of Vince's son will be on your hands. He keeps saying it. Fuck. Other than that, this is Dead on Dave Productions. Hope you guys had a good time. We'll see you next time right here. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Keep it copious. I'm going to go get drugged out. Peace.